Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Supremacy in the SEC at stake here. It's the Texas Longhorns against the Miami Hurricanes. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Joel Klatt, and Holly Rowe is patrolling the sidelines for us today. Hey, Holly.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. We'll see how the weather affects this game. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage that will tackle him at the 11-yard line. The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On the ground, it's Brown. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
It's third down, opening drive of this conference championship game. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. He makes the grab. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Texas. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
We can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. And following the catch, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He's a senior safety. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
That's the money down that defensive coordinators always talk to us about, Chris. They talk about running their exotic coverages, doing something a little bit different in order to confuse the quarterback and get off the field on 3rd down, and here they're able to do that.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. Aggressive call on the first play of the drive, but doesn't work.
This is just solid coverage in the back end, and they told us that they were going to be aware of these deep shots. They knew that they were going to get some aggressive calls from this offense, and here it shows up early in this game. But again, the coverage is sound. And what I love about it is their ability to track these routes deep down the field. Try to take a shot. The coverage is there.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. To the air. It's Manning. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10.
No mystery who they're looking to on 3rd down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy 1st down.
And it's hauled in. What a catch. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Longhorns. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The ball is picked off. Touchdown, Texas. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
I love linebackers that keep their eyes in the backfield and they turn into pass defenders when it's in the passing game. This guy does a great job. Watch him read the eyes of the quarterback. He steps in front, and now he's gone on the outside for a touchdown. Beautiful play.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. And out comes the offense set to take over here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Fletcher. We get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's 2nd down and 8 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's gone. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the catch. And here he's able to put the ball on time and on target. And it affords the wide receiver the ability to run after the catch into the end zone. That is beautiful football, offensive football 101.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking downfield, it's Manning. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So the completion yields 7 yards. Solid gain to set up 2nd and 3. And the quarterback dropping back, throws it to the right, makes the grab. It's Coleman. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. The Longhorns looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They look to throw it here on second down. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeover will set up the offense at the 38. On first down, it's play action. And he's looking to make a big play downfield.
That's a good weekend.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs.
Oh.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Powers to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Here's the point after attempt. DAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Back to throw. It's Manning. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him.
To the championship with Coleman. And when I had Auburn and last year, we going up again with you, Coleman.
Now to try here for the extra point.
With a different SEC team.
With the extra point, the lead is 14.
He just shut up, man. Come on.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw testing the middle. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Second down, we're going to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. And the pass ball is incomplete as time expires in the first quarter. So Texas has the lead as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or is the defense going to step up as we head to the second quarter? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to throw it again. Here comes the rush. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Texas. A crucial pick six.
They have completely taken over the game with this defense. They're aggressive. It's their second score. And I got to tell you, you just are going to win 100% of the time your defense puts it in the end zone twice. What a job by this group.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. First down, looking to throw the football. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He saw it, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
He has been their go-to guy so far in the passing game, and finally this defense makes an adjustment, and it's physical play. Right at the catch point, they're able to hit him, knock the ball loose. That's a good job right there. They're going to have to continue to focus on him because he clearly is the passing game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Back-to-back deep shots. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, he's wide open. Look out. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on third down. They're able to move the chains. This is a nice job, yes, but the defense has got to change something up front. Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on first down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on first down.
Critical moment of this conference championship. Third and short on the 7th play of the drive. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
This offense building into third down success, getting to 3rd and 1, and then they can allow the offensive line to win up front. And this is a nice job by the back, finding the soft spot and getting the conversion. Again, though, first and
they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers on the field, so let's see about the call. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. And the Canes will line up on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Here comes the pressure. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The Canes will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to consider yourself the 6th man in protection. And here against the blitz, the quarterback understands that there is a free blitzer. He's responsible for that defender. So you got to stand in with courage and then throw the ball accurately. This time against man defense, that's a tight window throw and a really nice job by the quarterback all the way around. Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Play action here on first down. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short. After the completion, we'll stop to check out an injured player on the field. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Gets rid of it on the move. Touchdown, Canes, as they put 6 more on the board.
It's just such a weapon to have a guy that outside of the schematics of the play can scramble his way for a touchdown. There's nothing really the defense can do here, Chris. Unless you've got a spy with great athleticism, this quarterback's going to beat you on the outside, and he does here for a score.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stops at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11.
This is exactly what pops up on film and preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle. When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes
he's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a 1st and goal. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. 1st and goal, handoff. Tackle is made, but the ball will be spotted at the 4.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. QB keeper all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offense. Looks like a designed run all the way, and the big guys up front do a great job. It's blocked. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Receiver in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back. With the catch. It's a fumble. And the defense comes up with the football.
This is something I'm so with by this defense is their ability to attack the football. Not just the ball carrier, but the football itself. And here they jar it loose, and they're able to recover this fumble moving the other direction.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Dropping back. It's Manning. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
This is a really poor decision. You've got to manage the game as a quarterback, make your offense right. Here, it's the first play of the drive, and as soon as you break contain and you're outside of the pocket, you cannot take a sack. That ball has got to be thrown into the 5th row, burn the ball, create 2nd and 10 rather than 2nd and forever.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And looking for a big play here. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal. Now the Longhorns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's looking for the end zone, but is incomplete.
Chris, this is a risky throw. You're trying to get that ball into tight coverage in the end zone. Boy, the last thing you want here is a turnover. In my mind, in this situation, it is touchdown, check down. If you don't have that guy open, you got to check the ball down.
Touchdown, Texas. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, this one feels like the dagger. Now a big right before the half, able to execute, get it into the end zone. There's not a lot of hope on that opposite sideline heading into the locker room.
Automatic in the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Looks like one more play here before halftime. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a man deep down the middle. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Longhorns will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Bringing it out, it's Pringle. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Miami offense is back on the field. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the second half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. And that ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Been so difficult for them to establish any sort of rhythm on offense because this quarterback's below 50% throwing the football. He's got to get on track and play much better if they want to come back in this game. And it starts with timing. Your feet have got to be the clock of the offense. And right now is...
Here he goes. The 50. Inside the 40. Breaks into the clear. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play. The Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
Looking for 6. Touchdown, Miami. They go to the air to reach the end zone.
Really sit out there.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to scramble. Throws it deep downfield to the left. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Man, that was an absolute gift for this defense. You're down multiple possessions, and Chris, you've got to take advantage of those opportunities when they arise. On the opposite side, this quarterback has got to understand what's going on. You cannot put the ball in harm's way with this type of lead.
6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Dropping back, it's Manning. He escapes the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
What a great job by this pass rush. On 3rd down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws. That contact, it produces an incompletion. Now it's 4th down.
Kick is away high, headed toward the sideline. That punch sails out of bounds.
I ain't telling you, ain't getting no special teams return this time, my boy.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Contact as he threw it. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
You just can't make this type of a throw. He throws it up for grabs. Basically, it's like a punt, and you got to credit the defense. They are able to track the ball and get this thing for an interception. Beautiful job by them, but serious mistake from the quarterback.
Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge. Let them.
Football comes out. The defense has got it.
No.
Breaking into the clear.
Get him, Coleman. Get him, Coleman.
Here he goes. Inside the 10. A scoop and score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, if you're going to have a guy pick up a fumble and take it the distance, this is the one you want. The defensive back, look at the speed after he scoops this ball up, and it's a score for the defense. What a turnaround in this game, and certainly a defense that wants to create plays, wants to leave its impact, and they're doing it here.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
They got 4 balls. He was smart nigga on this team.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. No press here. The defense backing away. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
To defend the screen well, the defense, you've got to recognize what's going on right away. I thought that their recognition was just a touch slow, but credit them in the pursuit and getting back on track and making this tackle before the running back can get a 1st down.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down.
You get my man.
Incomplete, and now 4th down.
As an O-line, you've got to do a better job of protecting your quarterback. I know they don't get to him with a hit or a sack, but here the timing of the play is clearly affected, and it leads to an incompletion.
And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They take a shot on the first play of the drive, but don't connect.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Fletcher. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he set it for the first down at the 41. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Open field ahead. Powering through the defender. Touchdown, Canes. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground. And now to try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. They finally get him down, but not before a huge return. Almost took it to the house. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Single back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. The back's got it. He stopped short of that first down marker. He's going to bring up 4th and 3.
Chris, it has been tough sledding for him. He is under 3 yards per carry. There's just been very little space. This offensive line has not provided him the holes necessary to really churn up that ground game. Credit this defense so far. We'll see if they can continue to do it.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He goes out of bounds just short of the 15.
Such a value add at the quarterback position when your guy can just scramble and move the chains. That is such a help to these drives. You can stay on the field. And again, if you can do that 2, 3, 4 times a game, you are doing a great job as a quarterback.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play because you're on schedule.
So Texas has the lead as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense really clicking.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America. Now the try for the 2-point conversion. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line, and the defense brings him down. Well, no one's going to be upset at your aggressive nature as a head coach if you are successful on these 2-point plays. But when you can't get in, That's when everyone starts to wonder, why are you going for these 2-point plays?
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
This is a great example from this defense of how to stop the RPO. 1, stay home. Don't give the quarterback a definitive read. That encourages him to just hand off the football. That's kind of his base read. And Chris, once he does so, then you fly to the football, you play with great effort, and you tackle in space, which they're able to do.
On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The Hurricanes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Pass caught down to the 20. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. On the move now. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
What a response from this defense. They give up the explosive play on the previous snap and come right back and get to the quarterback, create a negative play, and put him behind schedule. That's exactly what you need to do, in particular, after they generated some momentum with that big play.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
Well, this is exactly why it's so important to stay on schedule. When you get in these obvious passing situations, these defensive linemen can just pin their ears back. Look at this pass rush. It's just overwhelming the offensive line.
It is 3rd down and forever. He'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Just a disappointing set of downs right there, but with the clock where it's at, Chris, they can get the ball back. Maybe they're going to punt this ball away and rely on their defense, try to get another series moving forward.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's looking deep again. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop with his defense on 4th down. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. A crucial stop by this defense, and we'll see if the offense regrets not trying a field goal there.
Well, we know this coach is going to be aggressive, and this time it just doesn't pan out for him. As a quarterback, you've got to throw the ball with great timing down in the red zone and near the goal line. You can see those windows are just tighter. They cannot hook up, and that's a huge 4th down stop.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Grinding away on the ground. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Can he make it to the marker? Tackled short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
Offense rolling the dice on this 4th down call. Design quarterback run. They make the tackle, but he converts on 4th down.
These short yardage situations are all about the offensive line. They do a great job. Low man wins. They're able to get low, establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's an easy conversion.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Here we go. Ready. 22. Ready to go.
He'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, fourth quarter, and able to run the football on first down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
Here's the second down play.
You might have been missing a finger fucking with the Turtles.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
These wide receiver screens are like extended handoffs for the quarterback. They are so easy to execute, and all you've got to do is throw it on time. The wide receiver does a nice job getting the line to gain, and he ultimately moves the chains for this offense. Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front and win your one-on-ones. If you can do that as a front seven, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO.
So now Miami will use their first timeout. Chance to talk over what they're going to call here on third down.
I think it was less than 100 though, or it might have been 100 something.
It's Manning. With the catch, it's Brown. They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to clinch the conference championship. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, after they built that big lead, we've seen this defense get a little bit too cautious. They need to be more aggressive, go out there and get a stop. You cannot allow this offense to just sit there and take shots down the field. Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's
quarterback is forced out. That's a huge loss, a big sack for this defense.
Chris, plays like this are why I could never be a coach. I would be breaking the headset up in the box if I was the offensive play caller. What is my quarterback doing? Throw the ball into the 13th row. You're outside of the pocket, and he just runs out of bounds for a huge loss. Right when it left his foot, you could tell he was just hoping for a good bounce, but he doesn't get it. As my friend Tim Rando would say,
the water without holding his nose for it.
First play of the drive.
That was part of the test he had to pass at the swim game.
Nice grab. It's Fletcher.
They did ring around
down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short.
He did it at home house.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, almost another interception. Can you believe it? He's going to bring up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Looking deep for late-game heroics. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, how bold do they want to be here? It's 4th and short. You're on your own side of the 50. Do you want to stay on the field with your offense? Boy, if you don't convert here, you are just setting up the opposition with great field position.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit. It won't make a difference in the outcome. Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Dirty bastard. No, he ain't win. You dirty bastard. Yeah, way to go get that.
Inside the 25. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
Get him up out of here, man.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Winning a conference championship in a league this strong clearly is one of the preseason goals for this team. You can tell by the way they're celebrating. But, Joel, now we're going to wait and see what their path to a national championship, the ultimate goal, is going to be.
Well, like you said, the strength of winning a championship in this conference is not going to be lost on that committee. I wouldn't be surprised if this team does garner a bye, and then it's about retaining momentum, as we've seen throughout the history of this playoff. How well can you execute after a long layoff? I think that's going to be the challenge for this group.
That'll wrap up our coverage of this conference championship game. Next stop, the college football playoff. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe,